Hello and welcome to the wonderful world of Mindzai. My name is Brendan and welcome to episode 220 of Unboxed. And today is a day of commemoration. You see, by the time this video comes out, the live-action remake to How to Train Your Dragon would have released. So I thought, hey, how about we celebrate that? And we'll do that by unboxing one more Labubu figure based on How to Train Your Dragon. Now, last time, we actually covered the Chaser, the Light Fury from our marketplace. But now, considering the first movie is what's being remade, we're gonna cover the OG, the original Night Fury. Oh, this is gonna be a wild one. So, what do you say we take a little trip to the island of Berk, Pop Mart edition, and let's get unboxed.
But before we begin, did you guys like? Did you subscribe? Make sure you tune in for all kinds of great content, from unboxings to artist interviews.
So here's the box. It is pretty much the same as the Light Fury one, because this is essentially one big blind box that might have a secret inside. In the front, we have what's going to be our focus today, the Night Fury itself, looking nice and lovely with this 2D art. We still have the great sort of painted, watercolor, scratchy sort of depiction of the island of Berk here with the clouds. We have the grass over here, sort of going around the rock that the Light Fury is standing on. And you even see the Light Fury, which I didn't even notice, the Light Fury amongst the cliff here. On the side, we have more of the sky of Berk. We have the trees, and then there's the Night Fury and Light Fury hiding about. Here, copyright stuff. You can see the DreamWorks Dragons logo. This is an official crossover. Don't you worry, ain't no parody here. This is the real deal. And then you can actually see that the odds of getting the Night Fury is 3 out of 4, while the Light Fury is 1 out of 4. On the side, same art, but I think it's flipped, right? Is it flipped? Yeah, it's flipped. Oh, how about that? Night Fury, Light Fury on the right now. All right, let's crack this sucker open. Going for the top here, it actually has this fun little sort of monotone, dual tone, blue and white of Labubu's face right here. And then you just pop that out. Oh, there's our blister. We're just gonna slide you out like so. Yeah, you can see that black. You can see those green eyes still peering through the darkness. Let's get that out of the way. Ooh. Okay, ooh, there we go. Oh, stay still there, buddy. There you go. Let's get you out of your little wrapping right here. And oh, this is interesting. All right, let us actually talk about this one. Here's our card. Because it's so black, the green really stands out. And the teeth actually stand out too, which is ironic because, Toothless. Toothless ain't got no mouth, ain't got no teeth until it's time to eat. But here, it's all smiles all around. You actually see the fish here. The fish at the top of the statue is actually well detailed because it's actually gray, but it gets lighter and lighter as you get to sort of the top of the belly here. You have nice sculpted in mouth. You have the eyes here. We have the stone statue base, which is more or less the same if I recall correctly. So we have, it's sort of like a solid gray, but with sprinklings of white to add a little bit of realism to the rocks. And then you have this nice simple green mold here, green grass, green mold going around that adds some color to help make things pop. It's all about the contrast between the dark colors and the green. It's a really good balance. And then on the back here, you see that we have the spines that sort of go all around, and we have these fins that are actually like nice and condensed so you can actually feel the folds. It's all about feeling, folks. I love toys to feel. And then to get to the bottom, we have the tail that is black on one end and then red on the other. This is the touch that stood out to me the most, the red tail fin. This lets me know that this is just not Labubu cosplaying as any other Night Fury. It is Labubu as Toothless. See, the Night Fury is a race of dragons in the How to Train Your Dragon universe, for those who haven't seen the movies. Incredibly elusive and incredibly dangerous. It was feared by all the Vikings of Berk. But if you manage to actually hunt one, why, that's a big medal of honor for you. But if you manage to train one, well, that's a different story. Probably could make a few movies out of it, if you know what I'm saying. Because that's what Hiccup, the protagonist of the films, trained. Toothless. A Night Fury that he managed to capture and he manages to spare from killing and became his best friend. And that red fin lets you know that that is Toothless specifically, because this one lost a tail fin in the little struggle at the beginning of the film. And as such, Toothless is unable to fly, not without Hiccup fashioning an artificial fin to help him soar. So that's why this bit is red here. It lets you know that this is the specific character, and I really like that touch. That it's not just any character, it's the Toothless that we all know and love. Did you know that the directors of How to Train Your Dragon also directed the original Lilo and Stitch? And you actually see that sort of in the design of the Night Fury. You can sort of see the similar like ear, head shape pattern that Stitch is based on. So some things never die. Chris Sanders, one of the directors, actually went on to also direct The Wild Robot. I did a review of that, by the way. So now let's actually compare Toothless to the Night Fury secret. And okay, now I'm starting to realize what I meant as in I didn't notice certain things before, because this is not just a simple paint job recolor, but a lot of things have actually changed in terms of the mold. A lot of subtle things in terms of the mold that help the Night Fury stand out. That was what I got gaslit by thinking there were scales in the original that it's now just stood out here compared to Night Fury. No, there wasn't any scales at all, which, you know, is accurate to the original character model. So you can see on the front and on the sides you have scales going up the ears, while Night Fury is completely clean and pearlescent. Of course, you have the green eyes, the blue eyes, black nose, purple nose. You actually have instead dot patterning, which is all painted next to the eyes of the Night Fury, while there's no such thing on the Night Fury. Now, when you turn it to its side, you can see that even the sort of fin detailings around the head here, completely different head fins. One small bulbous one on the Night Fury, while we have two pointing out of the Night Fury. You have a longer sort of ear pattern, longer ears on the Night Fury, and then you have smaller ones on the light. You go to the back, you can see horns on top, no horns on top here. And then even the tail, scales at the bottom, no scales over here on the Night Fury. Wings are more or less the same, but you can see there is a gradient on the Night Fury. Fins, the tail is completely different. This is a little bit more like a fish's tail on the Night Fury, while the Night Fury is a lot more pointy and spiked, a lot more aggressive looking. And on the stone base, fish on one, butterfly on the other. Now, kiss. Let's also compare our cards too. So here we have the Night Fury card, which is the exact same art on the box art. Now I noticed the red fin. Can't believe I didn't notice that before. And then on the Night Fury card, you can see the design changes are noticeable on the 2D art as well, from the butterfly to the different head fin shape, and they just really come together rather well. On the back's exactly the same. It's all about that front, baby. Then that is a wrap, folks. Thank you so much for joining me on this dragon-filled unboxing of epic proportions. Now, which one of these two is your favorite now that we got the two side by side? Would it be the Night Fury Toothless, or would it be the Night Fury Secret? Decisions. I'm honestly not sure. Of course, one is rarer than the other, but I do like the tangibility of the scales of the Night Fury. Oh, but I like how smooth the Night Fury is too, and how the light refracts off it. It's a tough choice. Make one for me. Oh, let me know in the comments below, and feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. And as always, keep your mind's eye wide open.